What's up everybody, my name is Ben. Today I got the iPhone 14 and the iPhone 15 Pro, and I wanted to do a quick camera comparison between these two phones just to see if these three lenses, all of the marketing that Apple puts into their camera, is it really worth it over the basic plain Jane iPhone 14? Let's go ahead, dive in and take a look at them.
Now let's go ahead and do just a comparison of some pictures that we have for both of these cameras. Now you can see on the left here that the iPhone 15 Pro has a brighter image and the colors are a little bit more vibrant. Now let's go here to the outdoors and we can see this is a pretty similar picture, but once again, the iPhone 15 Pro seems to have brighter colors to it and just more pleasurable to the eye. This picture is a little bit harder to tell. And dare I say, just right off the bat, the iPhone 14 does look a little bit nicer overall. I like the colors of the sky and the gradient of the sky a little bit nicer. This is a sample picture from the selfie camera, and you can see that the iPhone 15 Pro has a little bit more brightness to my face, even though I think that both the pictures look pretty decent. Here's another outdoor picture. Once again, I think the iPhone 14 actually captures the sky a little bit nicer, but if we zoom in on the details, I think the iPhone 15 Pro has more, just better detail when we actually zoom into it, given that 48 megapixel sensor. Now moving over here to another selfie picture. Again, I think these are similar enough that there really isn't much to be said, even though in this case I actually do prefer the look of the iPhone 14's color reproduction. Now this is a video test. Just a quick side-by-side microphone and camera test as I'm walking with the selfie camera, so you can get a good sense of the difference here, how they process the light. There we go. And then here is another video test and microphone test as we walk with it. See what kind of video stabilization we have as we walk, holding both these phones in our hand. And this is 720p 30 FPS video. And it's hard to say looking at either one of those videos that there really is much of a difference between these two cameras. I think video reproduction is relatively similar between the two of them. Here's another picture that, again, I feel like the iPhone 14 captures more contrast in the sky, which I like. But as we zoom in on the details of the picture, again, well, here in this case, I think they're relatively similar, which is interesting given the 14 Pro or 15 Pro has so many more megapixels. And here's another picture. I think in this picture especially, the iPhone 15 Pro shines in that it is able to handle the contrast of the sun and then handle the dynamic range with the rest of the shot. And then here we have more of a low light scene. I think the iPhone 15 Pro is able to capture more light and produce a better picture in both of these cases.
So in conclusion, I think these cameras are both remarkably similar. As we saw in the video test, there really wasn't much of a difference there, but the real pronounced difference came mostly in low light performance. I think the larger sensors and the more detail that the iPhone 15 Pro is able to take in really does make a difference, especially in low light performance. And then of course, when you are zooming in more with iPhone 15 Pro, you are able to catch more detail. But overall, both of these cameras are really stellar, and it's amazing how far we've come with mobile phone photography. So thanks for checking out the video. Let me know down below your thoughts on these two cameras and these phones.